All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahushai Bahashim Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Green Millstone, and salutations to the Aki and pushing this word with truth and sincerity with charity. I'm the brother Don Yala from the branch of Great Millstone, Chicago, coming at you with another lesson through the grace and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. The topic on this lesson is going to be basically to continually gather around the Akim, the brothers, those that are striving and doing the same work as you. All right, because the scriptures talk about Yahweh Shai said it. Who is my mother? Who is my sister? Who is my brother? Them that do the will of my Father. So Yahweh Shem Shai counts us as his friends, his family. The same way we look at the brothers. We actually look at each other and treat each other as if we were brothers. And I remember, just to make it real brief, when I came into the camp, like as soon as I got there, and then I started, constantly going, showing that I was serious about this. Even before that, you already had the brothers, treating you like a brother, like they already knew you. But hey, that's the beautiful thing about it. All right, when you're around the brothers, you have examples on how you should be, or try to be in this truth of ours. All right, they're right there. You could cry onto them, man. And when I mean like cry, like you could uh speak what's on your mind. Whatever sorrows you may be carrying. And guess what? The brothers they're not gonna judge you. All right, they're gonna do the opposite. They're not gonna make fun of you, but they're gonna uplift you in the scriptures. All right, and I just want to get into that real quick. This is Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friends. So when you're around the brothers, and it always happens, no matter what. You could be around one brother, two brothers, three. It doesn't matter how many brothers there are. There's always going to be a spiritual conversation involved. All right, why? Because that's the way we operate. All right, the scriptures talk about having meditating on the scriptures day and night. You might see something that like you may be around some of the brothers. You may see something that's folly, and you quote a scripture right there. Another brother quotes another scripture right there. You just keep on that spiritual conversation. All right, but that's the thing. Iron sharpeneth iron. When you're breaking bread, all right, studying the scriptures together, asking questions one to another, you're sharpening your sword. All right, you're sharpening your mind included. All right, that when you see a situation come again, now you know where the scriptures at. Now you know how to break it down. And the brothers that might have been with you, they read some scriptures that you might have overread, and you didn't really think much of it. So they bring out that scripture, and now you have a whole nother scripture to go on the topic that you are trying to perfect, whether it be Esau going into slavery, all right, and including the heathens. Israel's a special people unto the Lord. All these different topics, because scriptures, there's scriptures always to read, man, and always to break down, and always to learn. All right, and in this truth of ours, we constantly got to grow. Okay, and this is Proverbs 11:25. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watereth also himself. So when you're going over these topics with the brother, you're just how you call it, remembering, or retaining retaining that topic in your mind, that now it's like you just know it like the back of your hand. All right, because Apostle Gabar says that repetition is the father of all things. I might be butchering how he said it, but the point is, the more you work on it, and the more you study it, it's gonna get easier to remember. All right, is the repetition. All right, you got to remember this thing of ours is truth. You grow. All right, and that's when you're growing. That's the spirit of the Lord working within you. All right, because This knowledge of ours is only given by how by Shimi Shai and none else. So how the Lord gave us His understanding in the scriptures, we should be constantly seeking out the Lord, and should always have that mindset that we have to constantly grow. All right. This Ecclesiastes 4:9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe unto him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. And that's the thing. You'll hear brothers saying that you got to, like, the whole point of the lesson is just to go on off this brother's video. All right, GMS Teach the Wise, which is a brother from Great Millstone, Chicago. All right, the brother name is Natazakia, and he's going into the topic break bread as much as possible before we can't. And as we know in what's going on right now, all right, you don't have the prophets teaching on the streets right now because of this whole quarantine coronavirus thing. All right, so it says, so the brother's going into break bread as much as possible before we can't, because there's going to be a famine of the word. So the brother's going into the topic that we should be seeing, we should try to link up with brothers as much as possible. All right, keep studying, keep on enduring. But what this scripture is talking about, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth. And it's a good thing to have brothers around you, all right, because they might see the flaws in you that you might not be able to see. All right, the scriptures talk about open rebuke is better than secret love. When you're getting rebuked, when the brothers are getting on you, all right, that's them showing you love. Why? Because they're correcting your errors. All right, they're telling you what your flaws are, and what you need to work on. All right, and they're just doing that to help you grow. All right, it says, "Woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up." And that's a real thing. The brothers say that in this truth of ours, that you can't be a lone wolf. You can't be constantly by yourself all the time. All right, that's not a good thing. The brothers are here to uplift you, to help you understand the scriptures. Because let's say you are a lone wolf, right? And you come into the truth. You might have walked up on a camp, and you hear the scriptures being broken down. But then once camp is over, you're not gonna see them until a whole other week. How are you gonna grow like that? There's no way you can grow like that. And if you are alone, you can't see the flaws within you that others can't. That others could. Salakia. Okay. This is Proverbs 4:27. Wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding. All right. So you may be able to read the scriptures. Well, everybody should be able to read the scriptures, but not everybody has a full understanding of the scriptures. When I came into the truth, I would call brothers just to get a certain breakdown on a certain precept, and they'll give me the whole understanding on the scripture. So how are you gonna do that if you're by yourself? All right, going back with that Ecclesiastes 4:10. All right, how are you gonna do that if you're alone? That's why it says, "Woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up." So there's no way you could help yourself if you don't even know what you're doing wrong. All right, that's not a good thing. The brothers are here to help you grow. I'm gonna end it off with this. This is Matthew 18:20. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. So when we link up with brothers and we get into the spiritual conversations and get into the scriptures, Yahweh Shah is right there in the middle of us. All right, because it just says right here, for where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. So when brothers link up, that's the spirit of the Lord working, man. All right, that because you could have three brothers or two, and once you start talking about the scriptures, that uplift you, man. You get like a fiery sensation within you, like, man, this is the truth. All right. So we got this is a beautiful thing to have the brothers while we still can. All right, just remember that to link up with brothers. Why? Because a rebuke, or you may need a rebuke just to keep you on point. All right, or the brother might say something to you that you had to hear. Either way it goes, that's the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, that's why the Lord gave us the brotherhood, so we could exhort one another and comfort each other in the scriptures. That was the whole point of the lesson I wanted to get into. Lord willing, this video was edifying. With that, I'd like to end off by giving all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rachakodash, the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Aki and pushing his word with truth and sincerity with charity. And with that, Shalom.